Hey guys, Deaders98 and the Kings of Kings here. This is our second ever Kings Table. And today we're going to be making our predictions for WrestleMania 28's card. You know, not every match, just mainly the more important matches. Firerock's idea, credit to him. Kings of Kings, channel link in the description. Please sub. Kings reign supreme, baby. And so, let's get to the video. I guess anybody who wants to talk, go ahead. Oh, and another thing, guys, this is an open debate. Anything's fair game, and there's no order.
All right, I'll start real quick. Firstly, I think we're going to talk about the World Heavyweight Championship match. Now, my opinion, I think Randy Orton's going to come in as champion because, you know, he won the championship on his first night or second night or so on SmackDown. So I think he's going to go into WrestleMania 28 as champion and face off against the Royal Rumble winner and Mr. Money in the Bank, Daniel Bryan. Who the Royal Rumble winner is, I'm going to have to say either Christian or Sheamus. The reason I think Christian is because, you know, Christian hasn't got that big of a push other than this year. Prior to this, I think that he is going to win. Other than that, I think Sheamus, because Sheamus has been, you know, he's expected to get a huge push. And all in all, Sheamus is a great wrestler, so I think that, so I'm going to say for the World Heavyweight Championship match is Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan versus either Christian or Sheamus.
I think that you're right with the world title. I think Randy Orton will be the world champion because his ego and backstage politics, but it's gonna be him versus like probably Daniel Bryan because I'm thinking Daniel Bryan will probably do like an RVD and like cash in the Money in the Bank like right before the pay-per-view. Then like the Royal Rumble winner can just like cash in on like the WWE champion at the time, and, you know, so most likely Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton for the World Championship, I think.
I'm actually going to have to disagree with you both about Daniel Bryan being involved in the world title picture. I actually think, you know, it's a pretty significant thing considering the fact that he's been on a losing streak and he's not even being considered as anything right now. You know, he's not a threat at all. Nobody gives a shit that he's got the briefcase. I'm really thinking that because of that, he's going to have to lose it. You know, this isn't really an idea for WrestleMania. I just think, you know, I would love to see somebody like Jericho come back and take it from him, and then have a match on pay-per-view for it, and have Jericho take it, and probably cash it in at WrestleMania. That'll be a lot better.
Well, that's how the WWE always does that. Remember the Miz was jobbing like when he had the briefcase. So.
Yeah, I think that real quick. I think that
he was actually built up as important though. You remember he'd always do the skull crushing finale on top of the briefcase.
Well, I think
he was actually a threat with it.
Yeah, like, but he was losing. They've always done this. It's nothing new. People need to calm down.
Yeah. I think that honestly, I think they're gonna make you think that Daniel Bryan's not gonna be a threat. That's exactly what they want you to think. They're not really mentioning that he's Mr. Money in the Bank. No. They're gonna push that to the side, and then right out of nowhere, you're gonna see him get a huge push. I'm saying it right now. I think that's gonna happen. They want you to think, oh, he's not that big of a threat. He's, you know, a small guy. He's not gonna win the championship. But right when you think he's not, it's gonna be the worst.
Go ahead, Brian.
Well, I think Daniel Bryan is going to lose the briefcase to Wade Barrett because I think Wade Barrett has a better chance of going into the main event at WrestleMania than Daniel Bryan does.
Guys, I would love to see Wade Barrett take it, but I think he's going to have to wait till later in his career. But if you ask me about my opinion for the world title, I have to agree with STB and Firerock. This has to be, it has to be Orton walking in, considering that now he's the new face of SmackDown. I'm expecting him versus, maybe Sheamus or whoever wins the Royal Rumble. I'm actually thinking probably the Royal Rumble winner will be Sheamus. Sheamus or Christian, but I don't see Christian doing it. I just don't think Christian will be anything other than maybe like a 2 or 3 time champ. I think we're gonna have to expect big things from Sheamus, and I think Sheamus is finally gonna get his WrestleMania redemption. You know what I mean? Because he didn't do shit last WrestleMania. I mean, think about it. He went from having a huge match at 26 against Triple H, and then 27 he did nothing. He got involved with some stupid fucking battle royal, which sucks. And then now he'll finally get his redemption in a world title match against Orton.
Wait, correct.
So Brian, I want to hear your opinions on that.
Actually, I think we should hear Loki talk about
Yeah,
it.
go ahead, Loki.
Exactly. Now that everybody's finished talking, I have to agree with Rob a little. Um, I do. You know, a lot of people have been speculating that Christian will win the Royal Rumble, but I just can't see that happening. The Royal Rumble's not that long away. It may seem like a long way ahead, but it's really not. And they're not really. They just say they don't really care about Christian's character. He's a shitty heel, and I wouldn't really believe him winning the Royal Rumble. But it would be nice to see Christian in, I guess, a main event at Mania, since he's never main event in Mania. It would be nice to see him versus, yeah, again, like Firehawk said, triple threat, Randy Orton as a champion versus Daniel Bryan versus Christian. And this would be a great way for Daniel Bryan to win the world title, but I just don't see that happening. But if it were to happen, it would be cool to see like HBK, William Regal, CM Punk come out to congratulate Daniel Bryan on winning it. It would be nice to see that, but I just don't see it happening. And now we've been focusing more on the world title. Let's move on to the WWE title. So.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and start off on the WWE title. I think the WWE title is not going to be between Cena and Rock, and that's just going to be a way to fuck over the contenders for that card. I think it's going to have to go for somebody like I'm expecting somebody to say I don't know who would have to walk in with the title. It's probably going to be,
CM Punk.
I don't see CM Punk walking in with it. I think it'll be.
I think it's gonna be X-Pac.
Damn it, that's too me.
It's a good possibility though.
I'm gonna have to go with maybe CM Punk. I don't see CM Punk walking in with it. I just do not think CM Punk's that big yet. He's not up there yet. I just don't see it happening.
What about
he's
the
a big
Miz?
draw right now, but still, I'm gonna have to go with somebody probably like maybe Del Rio walking in with it and probably losing it because he still needs his WrestleMania moment. His 27 moment was supposed to be big. Everybody expected him to win, but it sucked. So him walking in 28 with it would be pretty freaking legit. But I really don't know who he's gonna face, considering the fact that The Rock's already in a match. I mean that Cena's already in a match with The Rock. So it's gonna have to be somebody still Miz.
I disagree, Dennis. Okay, because my sister just yelled. But anyway, I think it'll be probably someone from the Awesome Truth. Maybe I can see that happening, getting the stable, street cred. Probably the Miz. I don't know, maybe R-Truth, but I doubt it. I think if it would have to be someone, it'd probably be the Miz. But I'm not sure who they would face. Maybe CM Punk because they're starting this whole rivalry, and I can see that lasting a whole long time. So
yeah, I agree with you. It's either gonna be somebody like CM Punk or it's gonna be Miz. I just don't think R-Truth's up there. Like I was about to say, it's probably gonna be Del Rio and Punk. And maybe Rey Mysterio will get involved in there, but I just don't see it happening. I'm expecting Rey to put somebody over again.
Well,
Yeah, real quick, I want to say something. And then, for my opinion, I think definitely Punk is going to walk in as champion. That's just my opinion. And I don't. It's kind of tough to determine who's going to be his opponent. I mean, there's a bunch of confusion.
Why would Punk walk in with the title though?
You never know, man. WWE is really unexpected. You never know. Maybe you win the.
Back it up, dude.
I think he's going to win the Elimination Chamber match. I really don't know who's going to be in it, but I just see that happening. I see him walking into WrestleMania 28 as champion, maybe facing up against, Del Rio or Miz. I can't really see anybody else, really. Cena's already in a match. It would be so stupid to have John Cena as champion. I think at the Royal Rumble, I think Rock is going to eliminate John Cena. That's just my opinion. And so it'd be stupid to have them face for the WWE Championship. It would just make the prestige... it won't be that much prestigious anymore, considering, match is taken away. So I'm going to say Miz and R-Truth versus... no, actually it's going to be triple threat. I'm going to go triple threat again. Miz versus R-Truth versus CM Punk.
Well, my thoughts, I just think definitely it will be The Miz again for the second straight year. There was a lot of talk last year of doing the main event, The Miz versus John Morrison, but I don't think John Morrison is going to be in the company by the time coming on WrestleMania. So
Yeah. Look, I have to agree with X Loki right there. I think he's gonna ask for his release.
Yeah, they don't seem to care about John Morrison, and why would they just put him in a main event at WrestleMania?
Yeah. All right, guys. On to our next topic: Undertaker versus who to break the streak. There are a lot of potential guys, but his 20th win, potentially his last match. I'm gonna have to go with either Kane if they build Kane up really, really well, or Jericho. But I don't know about Jericho. I don't know how they built it up. Especially since I don't see Jericho really fitting the 20th win, but I could see Jericho and Taker putting on a fantastic match, considering everybody's wanted it for years.
Well, I have to say that I don't even think we're gonna get a Taker match this year. I'm not even sure, but I don't know. I just don't see. I mean, I think if Undertaker were to have his last match, it should be at WrestleMania 30 at the Garden. But
isn't that somewhat disappointing for the fans, though? That the fans
then it will be
wait
like
2 extra years, and that's gonna kill your WrestleMania rating.
No, not necessarily.
Well, I'm just gonna give my top 3. I would have to say if Brock Lesnar actually comes back for one more match, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but those guys actually have legitimate heat. You know, like freaking Undertaker almost got in a fight with Brock, like at UFC.
And Goldberg doesn't care about WWE, so Sting's in TNA, so probably Jericho. I'll go with Jericho.
All right. Well, I want to say I said this from day one. I think Jericho versus Undertaker. I don't know why I don't see Kane happening again. A third straight year. I mean, if he came back as Masked Kane, that is a slight possibility. But for the majority, I do not think Kane. And I think Jericho and Undertaker are gonna have a great match together. But in the end, Undertaker will pull through, having 20-0 right off in the sunset, happy, off with his streak. Because if Triple H and Shawn Michaels can't do it, I doubt anybody else can do it. So I'm gonna have to say Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Hey, Brian. I guess it's your turn. Very detailed, Brian. Okay, and our next topic is probably the mid-card, guys. We're running out of time here.
Okay, so the obvious choices are Kane or Christopher. Oh my God!
Very detailed, Brian. Thank you. But
yeah. Our next topic is the mid-card. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently, according to everybody, I think the mid-card highlight of this year is definitely Cody Rhodes. I'm expecting Cody Rhodes to maybe get in a feud with, say, a tough guy. Maybe John Morrison and him could put on a great match. I don't know about that. I don't see John Morrison hanging around that long. If he did, that would suck. I would actually sort of love to see him get involved in a feud with, maybe Christian. Because I don't see Christian being in the World Heavyweight title picture. I don't really see Wade Barrett getting involved in any feud like that. I don't see any other things going on like that. I don't know where Cody Rhodes is gonna be, considering the fact that Orton's probably not gonna have a match with him at 28. So I'd like to hear you guys' opinions on Cody Rhodes' potential matches.
Cody Rhodes is freaking amazing. He's probably gonna be at the main event in probably mid-2012.
Someone else go, not important.
But anyway, we're running out of time here, guys, and so anyway, it is the Kings of Kings, Sexual Ginger, Firehawk, Loki, there's Brian, and we are out. Thank you for watching.
Peace out.
Peace
What's
out.
up, guys? Thank you.